Okay, good morning friends. Today we are going to discuss about the chemistry of lanthanides. Actually it is a part and parcel of F black elements. Okay, you are looking at the periodic table. Just to recall the basic information about the periodic table. So these are the vertical lines in periodic table. We may have two lines, two types of lines, vertical lines, and these are the horizontal lines. Vertical lines are known as groups and horizontal line are known as periods. So how many vertical lines we may have? 18 vertical lines and 7 horizontal lines. So that means 18 periods and 7 groups. Now see, our topic is F black elements. So here see, if differentiating electron enters into the F orbital and those elements falls under F black elements. In that F black again, if differentiating electron enters into the 4f orbital, then these elements are known as 4f black elements or 4f elements. And if differentiating electrons enters into the 5f orbital, those are known as 5f elements. And 4f elements are known as lanthanides. Why? Because these 4f electrons, uh, all these 14 electrons are accommodated or placed in this column, but actually it is not possible to show in this periodic table. So that's why beneath of this we may show 14 elements in a horizontal line. And next, so and these properties of these elements are similar to the lanthanum, so that's why these 14 elements are known as lanthanides. And these are also and these 14 elements are placed after actinium, so that's why these 14 electrons are elements are known as actinium elements. And see, these elements 4f and 5f collectively known as inner transition metals. Why? Because see, the d black elements are known as from here to this, these elements are known as transition, and these 18 and 28 electrons are present inside the transition elements, so that's why these elements are known as inner transition elements or inner transition metals. Okay, so what are lanthanides? So these are the lanthanides. So the elements which is coming after lanthanum element, those elements are known as lanthanides. So generally the atomic number of lanthanides is from 58 to 71. So how many? 14 electrons. Oh sorry, 14 elements. Okay, and next, these 14 elements generally available in monazite sand, that is a sand. It is generally in India. We can find this sand at Kerala. Okay, in Cochin beaches, Travancore beach and Cochin. And see, and the term lanthanide was first introduced by Norwegian mineralogist Victor Goldsmith in 1925. The lanthanides family consists of 15 metallic elements, including lanthanum. So if you include the lanthanum, so this means then we can say 15 elements. If you exclude this, actually lanthanum is belongs to D element, but these 14 elements are coming after this element, so that's why these 14 elements along with this one are known as lanthanide, so that's why he mentioned as 15 elements. Okay, so that name is coined by whom? Lanthanides, first introduced by Norwegian Norwegian mineralogist. So why? Because these 14 elements are he found in monazite element, but all of which are F black elements. The valence electrons of these elements lies in the 4f orbital. So valence electron means the differentiating electron. Here the 58th electron enters into the 4f, 59 again into 4f up to 71. So all 14 electrons are enters into the 4f orbital. And the general electronic configuration of these elements is after xenon 5d1, 6s2 and 4f02 1 to 14. These anthracites are highly dense element. So this is about the properties. Uh, Classification of F black elements. So generally these F black elements are known as two types of elements. 4F elements, those are known as lanthanides, and 5 elements are those are known as actinides. And this starts from 18 and actually 90 to 103. Okay, and you see, F black elements are also called as inner transition element because the penultimate orbital is 2 n minus 2 f orbital. Okay, so this is about the general electronic configuration of lanthanides, and this is about the general electronic configuration of actinides. So if you look at F block, the 4f1 to 14, so 5d is 0 to 1, and here also after radon 5f 1 to 14, 6d, 0 to 1, and 7s2. So that is the general electronic configuration of lanthanides as well as actinides. Or if you want to say general electronic configuration of F block elements, then we can abbreviate like this: 2n minus 1, sorry, n minus 2, F1 to 14, n minus 1, D0 to 1, and n-s2. So this is valence electron, this is ultimate electron, this is penultimate electron, orbital. So these are orbitals. So this is the last or outermost orbital, ultimate orbital, this is penultimate orbital. Okay, let's see the elements, symbols, how we the name of these elements and the symbols of this atomic number, expected electronic configuration, observed electronic configuration. So lanthanum, that is abbreviated as La, and its atomic number is 57. Actually it is belongs to 5d element, so transition element, and so that's why its electronic configuration, common outermost common electronic configuration is 4f0. Do you note it? And 5d1 6s2. So if you recall the n plus L rule, which we have studied in intermediate regarding filling of electrons, so proposed by Hund. According to n plus L, if the orbital which whose n plus L value is higher, that is considered as a higher energetic orbital. So here the n value is 4 and f value for L value for f orbital is 3. So if you add it, 4 plus 3 7, and n is 5 and L value for D is 2. So again we are getting same, but though in case of transition elements, the 5d orbital is less energetic than 4f, so that's why the electron is a differentiating electron, that is 57th electron enters into the d orbital instead of 4f. But after that, what happened? This scenario reverse. How? See, so in cerium, in case of cesium, so this is the expected electronic configuration. Why? Because 5d, the 57th electron is enters into the 5d, and wherever the turn of 58th electron, at that time 4f orbital energy is less than 5d, so that's why that 58th electron enters into the 4f orbital. So this is expected, but actually what happens? From cesium onwards, the energy of these two orbitals, 4f as well as 5f, changes. 5d is higher energetic than 4f. So already we have studied in lower classes regarding filling of electrons. According to Hund's, the first electrons enters into the lower energetic orbital. So here 4f and 5d, out of these two, which is lower energetic? 4f orbital is lower energetic, so that's why these two electrons, 57th and 58th electron, enters into the 5f instead of 5d. So here onwards you can find same trend up to here, gadolinium. So up to europium you can find same scenario. Excuse me. Okay, so that is about the electronic configuration. Okay, so let's see the names of these elements. This is lanthanum, cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, promethium, samarium, europium, gadolinium, terbium, dysprosium, holmium. Next, erbium, thulium, ytterbium, lutetium. Okay, so again, lanthanum, that is denoted as Ce, cerium, lanthanum, that is denoted as La, cerium, that is denoted as Ce, praseodymium, Pr, neodymium, Nd, promethium, Pm, samarium, Sm, europium, Eu, gadolinium, Gd, terbium, Tb, dysprosium, Dy, holmium, Ho, erbium, Er, thulium, Tm, ytterbium, Yb, and lutetium, Lu. Okay, so if you look at the configuration from europium onwards, so here if you look at the configuration of europium, so this is expected 4f6, 5d1, 6s2, but actually it may not be. We cannot find same here in the observed electronic configuration. In observed electronic configuration, what is that? 4f7, 5d0, 6s2. So here the outermost shell is 4f, that is half filled. So according to whom? So half filled or completely filled orbitals are stable. So that means the element in which half filled or completely filled orbital, outermost orbital is there, so that element is considered as a stable. Okay, in case of gadolinium, here see what happens. Instead of entering this 64th electron into f orbital, that one is entered into the 5d. Why? Because to attain the stability, half filled orbital stability. Okay, so that is anomalous in electronic configuration. So we can find that one in the case of gadolinium. Next, same thing up to ytterbium, we can find this. But whereas in the case of lutetium, again see that last electron differentiating electrons enter to the 5d1. So why? Because in case of ytterbium, so F4f orbital is completely filled, and in case of lutetium, so that is 4f orbital is completely filled, and then the 71th electron obviously enters into the 5d orbital. Why? Because 4f is completely filled. Okay, so this is about the electronic configuration of these lanthanide elements. So again, let's see one more time. So cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, puranium, samarium, europium, gadolinium, thulium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, thulium, ytterbium, and lutetium. These 14 are the, including lanthanum. How many? 15. These are known as lanthanide elements. Let's see the properties of lanthanide series. So as you know that these are known as inner transition metals. The generally metals are luster in nature. So luster in nature, that means surface of this lanthanide is shiny, so that's why we say lusters. And these are soft metal. Even we can cut with knife. Why? Because it is soft metals. And next, the elements have different reaction tendency depending on the basicity. Some are very reactive, while some are take time to react. So if you recall the electronic configuration, europium, gadolinium, ytterbium, and last one lutetium, these have 4f14, 4f14, and 4f7, 4f7. So these are considered as a stable. So half filled and completely filled orbital they possess, so due to they attain the stability. So which are more stable, generally they show the less reactivity, less tendency to the reactions. Okay, and moreover, the reaction tendency depending on the basicity. In next class we will discuss about the basicity in particularly lanthanide contraction. Okay. Okay, as we know that all metal oxides and metal hydroxides are basic in nature. As we know that for these F-block elements are also known as inner transition metal, and these inner transition metals, oxides as well as hydroxide, exhibit which property? Basicity. Okay, let's we will discuss the trends, the how the basicity changes in lanthanide contraction. Next, the lanthanides can corrode. That means that may undergo corrosion or erosion, become brittle if they are contaminated with other metals or non-metals. So contaminated means they may, if they react with other metals or non-metals, then what happens? They may become brittle. So that means they may lose this strength, hardness, the tendency of hardness. Generally, metals are hard. So brittle means very delicate one. Next, they almost have trivalent compounds. Why? Because the common oxidation state of lanthanide elements is +3. Just you recall the common oxidation state of transition metal is +2. But here the common oxidation state of these lanthanide elements is +3. Why? Because these elements readily lose 2 electrons from 6s2 and 1 electron from the 5d. So that's why they exhibit common oxidation state as +3. Okay, so that's why they almost form a trivalent compounds. They are magnetic. Later we will discuss about the magnetism and color property. Okay, next to come to the important topic, that is the oxidation state of lanthanides. So just now I told you these lanthanide elements show the tendency to lose how many? 3 electrons. 2s from 2 electrons from 6 orbital and 1 electron from 5d orbital. 6s to 5d1. So these 3 electrons is readily loose or lost, the metals has a tendency to release those 3 electrons, so that's why it attains +3 positive state. But in the case of these 4 elements, particularly europium, in that europium is 6s2 and and again yttrium plus 6 plus these 2 electrons. These 2 elements along with 2 more elements, which are that samarium. Already we have, this is samarium. These 3, samarium, europium and yttrium, they show the +2 oxidation state in addition to the +3 oxidation state. Why? Because if europium if it lose 2 electrons, it may get 7 electrons in its outermost shell, and it will get the stability according to Hund's rule. Half filled orbitals are more stable, and same scenario we can find in case of yttrium. Here also in plus 2 state, plus 2 oxidation state, yttrium is considered as a more stable. Why? Because it possesses 14 electrons in its outermost shell. So that's why a part of this these two elements can exhibit plus 2 oxidation state in addition to plus 3 oxidation state.